Yes, indeed, and it's gonna be Navi starting off on the CT side, and they have bought just 2 armors so far, and grenades and defuse kits as well. So this is actually a little bit interesting. Not that much body armor at all on Navi, so just a few body shots with a Glock here. That could actually win Manajuma with this pistol round, and they need to do that as well. I think they need a strong start here for the for the NA squad.
Take a look at this setup. They've left the bomb over there outside of the B tunnels. They'll probably hit that a little bit later, but right now they're just spread throughout the map and trying to get a pick here. So you take a look, you've got Guardian who's just peeking through those mid double doors and just looking for the cross. Starks is pushed all the way up over there toward long A double doors. So they're still just messing with them right now. They're going to start to draw in some gunfire here. Seeing some rotation happening here by Na'Vi. They're still going to hold over there inside of mid. They have 3 players there right now inside of mid on the other side towards that B side. And here comes Senya. He's going to push right through. Now they can make the call out, knowing that there's 2 over there towards the lower B. They're going to start to push over there towards that A side right now.
Zeus with a grenade in hand. This could be a golden grenade if he just gets the right angle on it.
This is really interesting because right now they've got 3 players that are pushing there inside of that A bomb site, but really the bomb is on the other side over there towards that B bomb site. And here comes the rotate. They're now pushing right around. They may be coming there towards that catwalk. They're just going to try to defend. They're just playing this one out completely now. There's no reason for them to challenge, fall back, and force them to chase after. Now they're going to expect that this bomb's going to be over here towards the side, but that's not going to be enough time for Minikere to be able to hold this area down.
No.
It would have been great if they could have.
Oh. This was seconds away from being the most beautiful pistol round strat we've seen in a very long time. If Shroud had made it out of there, if Manajuma had played a little bit safely on short, that would have been it. Now instead, Minik has a 1-on-3, and he is going to go for it, but no more time left for him to... Can't even stay alive. He's going to try and run away. The bomb's already being defused, and Na'Vi, they are going to make the round. Oh, look at how little time there was left. 2 seconds, Corey. 2 seconds is all it took.
There was, at that point, I don't know if they realized it at that point or not, that they were rotating back around towards the catwalk side. If those 2 players, Irakanji and his teammate, didn't push over there towards catwalk, then they could have, if they just stayed inside of the A bomb site and defended as if they got that bomb planted, they could have done one of 2 things. They could have either pulled in Na'Vi, drew him in like they thought they did there towards the A bomb site, or the secondary option is where Na'Vi could have decided to start to push there towards the B bomb site. Once they realized that they weren't being pushed, then they could have came in for that flank, and then Na'Vi would have had to have defended from both sides while they were trying to retake that B bomb site.
Oh,
it was, like you said, it was seconds away from being a really good pistol round.
Yeah, they are going to replay that round in their minds 100 times over once they leave this tournament, because that's going to be a tipping point right there. It was so close and it was so well thought out, but it just didn't work in the end. In this round, well, they got the 1 kill so far on Guardian, but that's not going to be enough. Especially because I'm pretty sure Guardian did not have a rifle. He's waiting for an AWP.
Shroud now going to be the LMS. He does have the bomb in hand. And finally getting taken down there by Zeus. And so we'll see if Guardian decides to buy an op during the 3rd round.
Still waiting.
And he, Zeus actually buys the op for him.
Interesting.
How many kills does Zeus have at this point now?
4-0-0. Doing a fine job so far. And actually, I don't know. Manajuma, they did get the bomb down, so they're going to be able to buy in this round, no problem. And actually, 3 of them without any head armor. That is a questionable decision, though. It's different when you're on the terrorist side. If you're on the CT side, you can skip on head armor, but terrorist side, you're going to run into an M4A1, and that'll get you just 1 shot.
They just threw 30 flashbangs. I think they went back and spawned through some more, and then went back and got some more and threw some more flashbangs. They threw a ton of flashbangs towards long, just enough to be a flare gun for them. And now Guardian, he's going to have a field day here, but he hasn't connected with a single shot yet.
And he's almost down. The first shot there, I think that could have been a triple kill. If he had actually lined it up, that would have been incredible. But now, instead, they're getting flashes up onto Starix. He's trying to fall back, and Na'Vi, they're very low on health, but so is Manajuma, and it's going to be Senya with the P90 picking up 3 kills. Oh, they just get sprayed down. The power of that run and gun, your machine gun.
The OP90.
Exactly.
But at that point, it makes sense because there were multiple members there from Manajuma's that was low on health. And as they pushed up, Senya was in a perfect position to make things happen. And they will be able to buy Guardian and Op again. And this time, we'll see if he's going to be effective here inside of mid.
It's just going to be pistols on Manajuma's side, so not the best start here for the North American squad, which is very unfortunate. Having already lost the first map, I feel like I actually have pretty high hopes for Manajuma on this map. I think they can still do a lot, but we'll see. They obviously they need the rifles to get anything done.
It's just that option where you overthink things at times. Sometimes you just need to rely on your raw skill and start to pick up kills, make things happen. And so right now you can see you've got Zeus over the top, and he doesn't spot that dome there, but they're really not paying attention towards Catwalk, and so Irakanji falls, and Shroud now, he's got one player to worry about there. That was Senya. Senya's trying to continue that kill streak. And C's holding down over there towards the B side. P250 is C's as, and he will pick up that one now 4-0 now. And so Na'Vi just picking up round after round here on that CT side.
And it's Zeus and Senia leading the charge at the moment. Both 7-1 and 1 doing pretty well for themselves. And now there's an AWP on Minika. He doesn't have the spawn for mid, but Guardian, well, actually looks like they're both going to peek middle. So this could be very interesting.
It's going to be a tough game for Manajuma's all the way now. Yeah. Especially the fact that they've got a... This is interesting to me, is watching Na'Vi play 3 players inside of B. They don't have a single player playing mid, and they're just allowing them to peek back around. Desi spotted one inside of B tunnels. Now Guardian is going to hold this angle, missing that shot there. And so now Desi knows that this is Guardian shooting at him with an op.
Yeah, they have him sort of locked in, Desi, but he's keeping 2 people occupied. If the rest of the team can actually push now, that might work out. C's just going to move up and get the headshot, and that's the opening kill once again for Na'Vi.
So now as we take a look at the setup here, Senya right there below. He has his teammate above him. That's going to be Zeus. Here comes some nades. Make that a flashbang. And Irakanji taking down Senya. That fire will finish things off there.
Na'Vi. Oh, great grenade. Look at this now. Guardian needs to hit a shot. Oh, it's a double kill. Minika and Shroud go down. 1 bullet from Guardian, and now D-Born's out here. He's going to try and take down Guardian, but he just cannot be killed. Triple for the Slovakian player. Incredible stuff coming out here. Obviously, that is one for the that's one for the books.
Well, Guardian realizes that he hasn't been that efficient with his bullets lately, and so he decides, you know what? I'll use 1 to kill 2. He had the chance earlier there in Long A to pick up a triple kill, as you mentioned, but this time he says it needs to be a little bit more difficult for me to be able to pick up a multi-kill with a single shot. He says might as well do it on Catwalk from down below, and he does it right there. And that actually helps them out a great deal. And they continue with their round streak, sitting at 5.
And it's a very tough start for Manajuma, and they had the upper hand in that push towards A. They were doing so well for themselves. And then Guardian happened, and it all just fell apart, basically. Are they gonna... Yeah, they are gonna be boosting up here in the middle. Senia waiting, and actually trying to see if he can dodge the flashbang now. They're gonna Molotov out, and Na'Vi just running away. But in the middle, look at this. They just get trapped in that door.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Now they say, you know what? Let's just play our game. They pushed right on through, took down one after the next. Of course, what happened there was inside the B-bomb site, there was a flashbang that went off. Guardian was pushing through the double doors. He got blinded, so he backpedaled, and so his teammate ran right into his backside. And that right there was making it easy enough as they got both dropped at the same time.
Yeah, that was incredible timing, right? And finally something that works out for Manajuma, which is obviously good news here. Starix is going to go down. Shroud with the 3rd kill of the round for himself, and all of them headshots, it seems. So now 5-1, first round, and they need to keep this up. They need to make this 10-5.
Well, at least 9-6 or something within that ballpark, but sitting at 5-1, they just need to start picking up 1 round at a time and start to play their game, opposed to overthinking each and every action.
And D-Born, who was at the very top of the scoreboard for almost all of season on the first map, he's actually at 0 kills at the moment. So if he wakes up a little bit more, maybe this could change around a lot for the terrorist side.
Well, there's 2 sides to that, right? So you have that previous round was one of 2 gun rounds, I believe. And so really, other than that, he's been stuck with a P250 or some other type of pistol, maybe just a Glock and a full save. But he hasn't had the chance to utilize his AK, and that's what D-Born's known for, is his AK, not for his pistol.
True. Now, look at this, though. This is interesting. Guardian all the way over here on long. Last time he was all the way up. So this is something really deliberate by Na'Vi, just making sure that you never know where this AWP is going to be. It could be anywhere on the map, and if you push the wrong way, if you don't check the right spot, then Guardian might just be there to take you out. So that's kind of cool just to see them switching it up this much.
Looks like we have StarX is pushed all the way up there towards that blue dumpster there in Long A. Like you mentioned, Guardian over there towards that, towards the car side, watching towards Catwalk. And Zeus is on that quick rotate inside of CT spawn. You've got Senya right there watching inside of mid with that M4. Now let's see how this one pans out. Smokes to flash over the top. Senya actually picks up the fire. That fire kill there on to Desi, who was already low on health. Guardian watching over the top. This is going to be a tough time, especially if you just try to stop and pop. There's no reason. If you're going to push into a bomb site, push into a bomb site.
Yeah.
Don't just stand there and make it a shooting gallery there for Na'Vi.
I think you're right. Getting caught on short like this is definitely very bad. And I don't know. They have the smokes. They can actually smoke and flash him out of this position. I mean, he'll be forced to either fall back up to here with the ramp, which is not an ideal position, or he's going to have to fall back down to long and wait for his teammates to show up. But they just let him stand there and take them out one by one, basically. Now they're going to try and push long aggressively, and they have rifles once again, but there's more Molotovs coming in here.
Man. They're just dropping the fires in. I believe we've seen 2 fire kills so far.
Yeah. Which is unusual.
Yes.
No, it doesn't have that much in Global Offensive, but Na'Vi, they're doubling down on the Molotovs. Senya going to pick out, he spots 1, so that's some good information here, and no, Deshi and Shroud, they can still win this.
Yeah, it is down this 2v3, a minute left in the round. Got Shroud, who's going to be your bomb carrier right now. Bit a quick rotate, moving back over towards that site. That's going to be seized. You got 1 player inside of mid, that's Guardian, watching the rotate through mid double doors. Look at this angle that seized is already in. He's going to let him go. He hasn't, still going to hold this angle. Smart play right now. He's just giving it up. Now he sees both players. Going to take out one. Going to take out the second one. That's smart gameplay right there. Just holding that angle, letting them walk in. They did check that spot, and really, intel is everything.
I don't know about you, Corey, but if it was my hand on Caesar's mouse at that point, I'd be sweating. I mean, it looks like it's nothing. He's just waiting. But when you're actually the player doing that, that takes some cold skills right there.
That's my playing style. That's why I thought it was a great idea right out of the gates. But the problem is usually I don't get the kill. I get the great angle, but I don't get the kill usually in the end. But right there, great play by Seized.
Oh, please, double grenade. Yeah, takes Minika down to 11, and now they're going to rush through. This is going to be another shooting gallery, and it's Seized again all the way, getting the first 3 kills, Senya with the last 2, and that's now 8-1. Na'Vi making this look easy right now.
Way too easy.
And it's, again, you know, C's just holding his, he's just cold as ice right now. And he was falling behind on Season, the first map. He was not playing that well, but now he's trying to step it up.
Well, again, it goes back to the fact that you had Na'Vi starting off on the having to play on that CT side, having to wait for players to attack his area, and being caught on the rotate quite a bit. This time, though, they're coming to the area that he's in. They do leg down Miniker right there.
Yeah, and that was Guardian actually bunny jumping down towards the middle. That was really, really brave. Now, well, he's a little bit trapped in this A bomb side. He needs a little bit of backup, and he's got it already. Na'Vi quick with the rotation, and Guardian quick with the shot. Gonna take down one. Shroud and Desi left. Another one for Guardian. Makes it a double, and look how aggressive he is. This is Guardian in his element, and he gets the last one. Triple kill. No problem at all here for Na'Vi.
It's just, it's funny to watch whenever you see them jump up onto the same exact box where his teammate died from an easy shot from Guardian. And then says, all right, you want to do it again? Here, let me hop onto that same exact box and get dropped in the same exact way. And of course, the third shot by Guardian was a nice shot.
I mean, that's the problem. When you allow Guardian this much space, he's going to take all of it. Now look at him pushing up the middle, gets the one. C-set 75, and he's going to go down this time, but it says something about his state of mind.
Well, he doesn't care at this point, especially because their economy is going to be just fine. They haven't been dying. And so he'll be fine. He'll buy the next round. He'll have another op. And he can rely on his teammates to get the job done. They know that they're on a save. It's easy to judge how their economy is playing out right now, especially since you're the one that's been controlling the rounds. You know that, and the rounds that you've been winning has all been strictly by eliminating your opponent there. And so now, 10-1. And really, you have to feel the tension that's coming in from Manajuma's. Let's listen into what these guys are having to say now.
I'm gonna go.
He always jumps on plat. Just
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
up.
just gonna wait for him.
They always
let's try the mid B again here. It's the only thing that's worked so far. Might mid B the next 4 rounds.
So, look at this. I think Minika's realized there's going to be one guy jumping up on platform. We'll have to see if it actually happens or not. It might be C. Senya's a little bit closer, and the smoke's up, so he can't see a single thing. But, you know, they're still looking for an opening. They want to see if they can figure out what positions they're holding, and then adjust accordingly. You've got to give them credit for at least, you know, continuing to try. It's hard when you're 9 rounds down like this.
Although that their comments were right, that they need to continue to try to figure out something. And Irakanji almost getting taken down by that fire as well, but that pushed him out into the open where C's was watching that cross. And right there kind of giving an example of kind of what's happening here for Manajumas. You saw that flashbang, Desi missing the flash off the wall. Those are just signs of showing exactly how frustrated they are with their own play style right now.
Yeah, it must be frustrating. They're so close to not making it here. Guardian takes down one. If they push him, he might just take down every single one. He's waiting. There's another one. And almost getting the third one as well. That C-set 75, it's pretty much the range you want to use it at now. It's going to be Starix and Zeus.
It is a 2-on-2 right now. And so it looks like they're going to start to be able to push back over there towards that B-bomb site. You've got Starix up on top of Catwalk and Zeus inside of mid. And looks like he's he does pick up an op now. And now he realizes, well, it took me too long to pick up that op to watch to cross. And so now he has his teammate that's coming around through the tunnels area.
Oh, Zeus is creeping in through the smoke. He's not making much
That's
noise.
right over the top of the window. Now it's going to be a really tough spot here for Irakanji. Irakanji having to watch 2 different angles right now, one of which is going to be the window and door, but he also needs to be on the lookout for that tunnel side. That D-Born taking down Zeus. Down to this one-on-one, lots of time. And here comes the fire. Need to look out, and that draws him out. And this time, you know what? He has nothing to lose at this point, as he's got 4 kills in the round. He does pick up an op. Now it's 10-2. They're just really focused on, hey, let's just win. Let's start winning rounds. Forget about everything else. Let's start winning rounds.
And that's what they need more than anything. 10-5 would still be a pretty bad score for the first half, but it would be winnable. They could do it. Minika gets the spawn really close along, and he's going to run for it. See if he can take down Starix or Zeus. And Minika, he's going to take the peek, and he gets grenaded instead. Down to 43. He didn't get the shot off.
A lot of chances, a lot of gambling going on here for Manajumas to get that pick. It was worth a shot. But he does get an 8. He does stay alive, so that is another key component here. So Zeus was trying to get a good angle, but he ends up falling down now.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to fall down. I think Guardian was going to flash him in, but then, I don't know, he tripped up on the ledge.
Yeah, there was a stick up there I think he tripped on.
They're going to flash out. A lot of people here. Guardian picking up the first kill, then they're jumping down into each other's grenades, so that's not really optimal for Na'Vi, but they still get the opening frag. It is not working out. Seized goes down, and that's the first opening that Manajuma have now.
The only downside is the bomb is the last one back here. See if Shroud can hold on to it. Needs his teammates to help him out in this 3-on-3. And it was a good exchange between those two. Guardian taking down the bomb carrier Shroud. Now we'll see which one's going to win this op battle. They do have one player up inside of window, as we have Starix, who's playing a little bit more aggressive. They still have the angle now. And Stark's picking up that kill in the Miniker, and now it's going to be down to this 1-on-2, and that's going to finish off the ground as, again, Shroud, the bomb carrier. They were going to hit over there towards the A side, and then they decided, you know what, the B-bomb side is clear, but instead of taking the safe route, he ends up taking it the hardest route and going past CT spawn where Guardian lies.
Yeah, and Guardian's up to 16 kills. And this is Guardian's map, it seems. I've seen Guardian underperform on Dust 2, especially if they end up in a situation where they don't have money to buy him the AWP, but obviously that hasn't been a problem so far.
He has been missing some shots, but he's finally been able to start picking up those kills as we go along. It really kind of happened after he picked up that double kill. Now he's going to have to watch here inside of mid. Can't really choose which player he wants to pick off, but now they're going to be down to this 3-on-4. Senya drops 1. Now it's left up to D-Born. He's got a Galil in hand, and he will not be able to pick up a kill before he falls. 12-2. 1 round away here, or 1 round left here in the first half.
Not exactly looking good for Manajuma, is it? At this point, it feels like they're just playing out the string. But, I mean, I've got to say this, there were a lot of times so far where it felt like Manajuma, they've lost rounds that they basically lost because they started questioning themselves.
Yes.
So if they had just gone through with the strategy they had, I think this could have been a different game altogether. And the same is true for Season, actually.
Again, it just goes back to the fact that they've been overthinking this entire game the entire time. So they're going to start to be able to push over there towards that catwalk. Off in hand for Zeus. And they're just picking him off one by one. And now it's going to be left up to Irakanji here. He's got 1 HP, and there's the overkill from Guardian. 13-2. That hurts a lot. And you may have thought that Navi started off on the Terra side, but no. They were on the CT side of Dust 2 and picked up 13 rounds in that first half.
That's exactly what it's down to, and having already won the first map Navi on Season, it feels like it's going to be a 2-0 victory for them, unless something completely miraculous happens. It can still happen. They can win the pistol round. They can keep on, you know, winning for a very long time, but it's going to be tricky. And Navi, they're a hard team to play against on a map like Dust because they're slow, as they are on any map. They're going to be creeping forwards, and if they get just one entry frag, that's pretty much all it takes.
So trying to look at the brackets here and see where we fall. And I believe, so I know for a fact that whichever team wins this, and of course at this point right now it's going to be Na'Vi. Na'Vi will face off against Complexity in this next game, or in the upper round 2 here for the ESEA Season 16 LAN Finals. I'm trying to figure out exactly where Manajuma is going to fall. I believe they may.
Are they going to play Overgaming or are they going to play an IP?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, we'll try and see if we can get an update on that right now. The second half is coming up, and it's going to be Manajuma trying to take this pistol round if they can. Just make the score look a little bit prettier at least, or maybe try for an epic comeback. So far, it's almost all grenades. 2 people with body armor. That means if any one of these 3 players gets a shot to the chest, it's gonna be aim punch all day, and it'll be hard for them to stand their ground. Let's see. Navi playing it slowly, as we did sort of predict that they would. And now it looks like they're gonna go for the B bomb site with Desi and Minika holding inside. And actually just Desi now.
So right now you can see they're starting to push in, and Desi falls. Oh wow, what a nice little shot there by Minika, taking down Starix.
That was very impressive. Let's see if he can get another one. The bomb is going to go down. It's a 4-on-4. He's going to run in, guns blazing, but he goes down. Zeus Guardian with kills, and now it's Irakanji alone. 1-on-4, and it's not going to work out. It will be seized to finish off with the last 2 kills. 14-2, and that is the final nail in the coffin.
That window may have looked like it was open, but it wasn't.
No.
They were just all 4 players, or at least for what I know, 3 players pushed through window.
Yeah. And they got in as well.
They did get in, and then they died shortly after.
Yeah, they got their heads in, and then the window was slammed shut, and they actually it was decapitated.
That was too graphic for me. 14-2 right now in favor of Na'Vi. And we haven't had an exchange here. Looks like they're going for a 2-2 split. They're actually going to fall back around now. And Seized is going to fall.
Yeah, Minika's still making that window work. Now they're going to rush in once again, trying to see if they can get more kills, but Irakanji alone still gets one with the 5-7, and now he's out of bullets. He still gets one more. Gonna have time to reload. Nicely done, and actually Zeus is surrounded. He's definitely gonna go down. That was well played by Irakanji.
Wow.
3 kills.
So now we're at 14-3.
13 rounds in a row, Corey. That would be... I think this would be probably one of the sickest comebacks we've seen ever if this happens. So we'll see. That they have that going for them. Manajuma could write themselves into history a little bit here.
So right now what we see is Na'Vi, they realize, hey, we've got multiple rounds that we can work off of again. In the same situation that we saw on DE Season. they've got such a cushion here that they can rely on, but will it matter? We may see another situation there at game point where they just rush out with CZs and be able to pick up the round. But again, 14-3. This is just hard to watch.
It is.
Especially the fact that Manajuma's, they have potential. They could compete, but there's been a lot of situations where they've been throwing out grenades at random times, what I call a panic nade. And so now we've got Desi and Shroud, last two alive here against Senya, as well as Starks from Na'Vi.
Yeah, I'm still really impressed by the overall way that Manajuma have been playing. I think they've shown such promise, but you're right, it's down to the very details. And when you're playing against a team like Na'Vi, if you make any mistake, they'll punish you for it instantly.
There's no question that their shot has been on point.
Yeah.
But everything outside of that they've been tripping over themselves. They've been, again, going into retaking that B-bomb site that last round with Miniker and Irakanji making some really awesome shots. You can that shows how well their accuracy is. But again, I think they're overthinking things, they're over-rotating. Beautiful nade. Senya helping out his case. 14 seconds left here in the round, though. He's going to be a tough spot on the cross, and he will get taken there by Desi. 14-4.
Yeah, and that was, you know, these are tiny details, but just Manajuma getting in position to deal with Senya in a way that they could both be there to help each other out. That's what we need to see, and that's what we haven't been seeing for a while from them. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just dreaming here, but I really feel like if Manajuma, if they get to attend a few more lands, if they get a little bit more practice in, they could be one hell of a strong team. I think much stronger than we're seeing them right now.
I agree with the fact that they could be a strong team. It's just going to take a lot of the type of behavior, the type of play style that you have when you overthink things. That's a hard thing to break. That's that bad habit that you'll get into. But here you have Irakanji picking up 3 inside of mid. This is a save round, and just like a save round should be, they dropped them one by one without losing a single player. What I'm getting at here, though,
yeah, you're right,
is there's things that you can change in your game, your play style, right? You can work on your accuracy. You can get used to different types of recoil pretty quickly over time, right? You can do those type of things. But your mindset, your play style, you can immediately jump back into a habit of doing the same thing that you've done before. You get used to having those grenades. Honestly, the best way to help themselves is we'll see how this actual gun round goes into it here.
Yeah, Irakanji picking up the first kill, Senya with the return. D-Born goes down, but still, look at this. It was actually a sandwich push coming in, so it's working out pretty well. Shroud even spots one in the middle, so they should have a lot of information right now. Miniker,
maybe
did that
not
never
enough.
get called? Are you
maybe
kidding
not
me?
enough.
Did Shroud not see that?
Wow. Wow.
Wow. That is
And he's going to over-rotate here.
He's going to be walking right in. Senya sneaking up. As long as Zeus stays alive,
Again,
this is going to work out.
That's a right call out there. You can see. And oh no, Senya gets turned on by Shroud. And now Zeus down to a 1v1. Now they know exactly where he's at. The bomb is actually down inside his CT spawn. And 45 seconds left to play here in the round. And he's thunderfooting around. Now they both know where. Well, Zeus is probably... Desi probably doesn't know where Zeus is at this point now. But Zeus knows exactly where Desi is.
And look at how worried Desi is as well. He's moving all over the place. Whereas Zeus, I mean, you pointed this out earlier as well. It's a bit of a sign. Zeus just walking so slowly. And now, well, now they definitely... He's going to re-peek again. One headshot's all it takes. But Desi, he comes out on top. But they nearly threw that away. Shroud was right here. He saw the crossover. Or at least we all saw the crossover. But Shroud he must have been focused on something else. That very nearly cost him the round.
You're right, and it's those little moments in time where we were watching his crosshairs. He may have been watching his mini-map.
Yeah.
Or he may have been watching something else. It just takes those split moments in time that you're like, why didn't you see that? Well, I wasn't watching that. So here comes the push up there towards long A, and Shroud's able to drop one. Irakanji going to backpedal now towards that CT spawn. They do have long A hold down, but they're not actually, that plan of attack for Na'Vi is actually over there towards Catwalk right now. And make that actually mid double doors. They're pushing through without a smoke. There it is. Without a smoke's coming in a little bit later, but and it looks like Manajuma do have one player inside of B. That's going to be Desi.
Yeah, and he pushes out aggressively, not waiting for them. Actually gets the one kill. Could have been even more. Seaston Middle's going to take one more, and Guardian takes another. This is not how it's meant to play out. Na'Vi, even with just pistols, They're doing a very fine job, and now it's on Starix here. 1 on 2, he has the rifle picked up.
That's fires everywhere. You have one from Starks, and then one from Manajuma's there to push him out from that plat area. He's going to peek out. Great trade, though, by Manajuma's there. It's exactly the type of situation that you need. But again, that was a save. Am I correct? Yeah, that was a save round.
It was.
Where are we sitting at the economy there for Manajuma's now?
It's not looking too good, but they'll be
not
alright.
too
If they
bad.
lose a round, they can still buy.
Yeah.
Na'Vi planting the bomb gives them a lot of money to work with, so they're going to be happy. But considering that they actually lost season on the save round as well, you're getting worried here. You don't want it to happen twice.
Let's take a we'll look at how this map has panned out here for these rounds after this mid pick. Guardian watching over the top. Flashbang's going to come over. That's actually going to allow him to push through. And Guardian takes down Irakanji through the smoke. And, oh no, Miniker missing that shot with the op in that lower B area. That could have been beneficial to them. Now he's going to have to fall back. He's going to get challenged quickly. He is going to get caught out in the open. And now it's going to be down to this 3-on-5 with DeBorn holding down A.
Complete chaos on Manajuma's side in this round so far. Not exactly the style that we're looking for, but they are bringing it back with some kills here. Nicely done. Back to a 3-on-3. They were losing complete control of that round.
I started to learn to not just rely on what the first opening kills were. That really doesn't tell the tale of what the rounds are going to be like. I mean, immediately now we're already back down to a 3-on-3 here. DeBorn's going to play it smart. He's actually going to be watching here inside of mid, but he's still challenging. He does get Guardian. Can he make it another one? He does, dropping Starks. Now it's going to be left up to Senya.
He smokes off. Shroud tries to take just a few shots through, and Senya is out in the middle. And he's actually sandwiched in here between Desi and Shroud. He's got the bomb with only 30 seconds left. Not a lot of time.
He does have the bomb. He just needs to figure out what he wants to do here. It looks like Shroud, he should make the call out now, knowing that he's over the top. He's got 20 seconds. You're going to see Desi start to rotate here. This is that plan. You can either, A, decide to work together and we'll kind of push together, and that looks like what they're going to go with. They're not going to try to take this one by one. That's a smart play there. You have the nade over the top. It's going to cause a little bit of damage here. Still peering over the top, and this time Shroud takes him out there. They don't lose a player, and they're going to go searching for that op. So that's why he didn't hop on the defuse just yet. Now he's going to hop onto it. Still looking for that op, and there it is. Smart play all the way through. That textbook play by Manajuma's there.
Well, with their backs against the wall, maybe they've realized we need to play this as safe as we possibly can. It's going to be a double-up setup, and this game is not over yet. 8-14.
I do have one thing that I'll say, that maybe there's a way that they can train, is not use nades.
Just don't buy any at all.
On the CT side, don't buy a single nade. As crazy as that sounds now, I'm not saying long-term whenever you get into an actual match, but whenever you're going through scrimmages and doing mixes and everything like that, just don't use a nade, because so far it's turned into a panic nade for these guys on the CT side. Looks like we have a pause right now.
A little bit of a pause. Well, I mean, that gives us a chance to take a look at the... Actually, no, the rounds. We can't really see that because it's already restarted there at the end there. But I don't know really know what to say. It's, I mean...
Well, we can look at the consecutive rounds, though, that they've gotten so far in this.
Well, I think this is from the first half, so I think it's all...
It is from the first half?
Yeah, it's all been... The graph is not working like we want it to, unfortunately.
Okay, well...
We'll try and see if we can get back to it later. But what we saw in that last round was actually really interesting, because Guardian, I think, got the first kill. Oh, it was a tech issue.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll go back to the game after that.
So the first half was 13-2.
Yeah.
Now, my memory has left me. Na'Vi took the first round. Is that correct?
Yes, they did.
So then it's 14-2.
Yeah.
So they've won 6 consecutive rounds in a row here for Manajuma.
Yeah, I think that's true.
And we do have players. They are moving about. And looks like we can hop right back into it. 14-8. Will that kind of kill that momentum that they've decided to gain? And Guardian, right out of the gates, drops Miniker to start things off.
We saw that from Miniker's point of view, and it actually looked like Guardian never stopped. He just walked and fired and got the kill anyway. Yeah, but that's ridiculous. I swear, when I use the AWP like that, it doesn't work that way.
As now you can see they're pushing up there towards Catwalk, and Irakanji putting his backside. That flashbang, I think, helped him at the very end. And now Irakanji is falling all the way back to regroup with his teammate DeBorn right there inside of mid. Here comes the flashbang, and nice push out there by Senya. Pop flash right there to drop D-Born. And now Irkanji watching over the catwalk, peering out. He's going to take down one. Rotating is going to be right there with him. She's going to be Shroud. Down to this 3-on-3 inside of that A side. They're getting completely flashed out, and Irkanji's now down to 18 health. And we'll see if they can retake this A side.
They need help from Desi. He's still pretty far away. He's going to be on short. If Desi can get the opening kill on short, then the last two members here, they're going to be split between short and long. And actually, they're going to go long. I'm not sure that's a good idea. That means now...
It's a tough battle to win.
Na'Vi can focus all their attention on short right here. And that's going to be the first kill. Senia taking one off. They got Guardian as well covering the crossover with an AWP. But it's all Senia so far. Quad kill. He's eventually going to go down. But this is not going to work.
Again, so there's two sides to that story, right? So Desi... He could have gone catwalk like he had mentioned. It helped out his teammates and really kind of forced them to watch multiple angles at the same time. Also, the bomb was planted for catwalk, but the secondary side of that is they waited for Desi to come towards long A.
Yeah.
He went from mid-double doors while the bomb was planted and rotated all the way around towards long, and his teammates waited for Desi before they decided to push. And so that amount of time, even if they may have been able to take out two of them, it would have been down to a 1v1, and all that the Na'Vi player would have had to have done was just delay until the bomb exploded.
That is pretty much it. They're going to go for the boost once again up on short, see if they can take down Senia. And it's Irukandi tasked with that. And I like the fact that D-Bon's going to stay here just to help him out, be his bodyguard, essentially.
Well, hopefully they've exchanged Miniker for this catwalk boost here, and they're instead using Irukandi now. And they're allowing Miniker to watch over there towards that B-bomb site. And they need whatever they can here. So Irkanji's still going to watch catwalk. He really likes to watch those tough angles.
Yeah, he's a big fan of that. And it can work. Actually, this exact spot that he's looking at, someone's going to walk into it right here and misses the shot.
Yeah, if he can make that shot, then he's a beast.
Yeah, but I don't think it's uncommon for the terrorists to actually stop right there.
Good point. Very good point, yep.
D-Born going to take down one unseized, and now he's going to try and fall back. Zeus with a quick double. And this is match and map point here for Na'Vi.
And they're all rotating right now. There goes one. Starks is going to fall, peeking out in. There goes Guardian. Now down to this 3-on-2. Guardian's going to fall to Desi. Now it's down to this 2-on-2. There's a player up on top of catwalk. That's going to be Senya. And Zeus is right there inside of top A.
Minika, I think Senia just made a little bit of a noise there, so Minika definitely knows he's there, but it doesn't matter.
Nice reaction.
Senia takes him down. Once again, it's a stand-in, and Desi goes down. Triple kill from Zeus, and Na'Vi take this series 2-0 over Manajuma. There it is.